Hey guys, Farmer Fletch here, back again for another Farming for Mental Health session. Today we're going to talk about the therapeutic benefits of hobbies. The definition I have for hobby in this particular context are activities that we really enjoy, so there's high levels of enjoyment and pleasure that we get out of them, but also there's a certain level of challenge or skill involved. So think of things like hunting or fishing, building things, so woodworking, could be crafting, drawing, painting, reading, writing, anything, and there's an endless list of things that could be hobbies, but as long as they have a level of enjoyment and also a level of skill, then we can get some pretty big benefits for our mental health. The first one is hobbies act as like a pressure release valve. So what happens is in our day-to-day existence, stress starts to build up. And in fact, stress is not actually that bad. And most of the stress we deal with is actually good, healthy stress. The problem happens is when we don't have an appropriate way to bleed off stress, and then it gets into that stage where it gets beyond the tolerance level into more of a chronic phase or a toxic stress, and then that's when things can go awry. So having ways to bleed off stress on a regular basis is a really good mechanism to have for our mental and physical health. Hobbies are a great way to bleed off some of that stress in a healthy way. The second big one is that hobbies can potentially put us into a state of what's called psychological flow. And this is when we get immersed in an activity, and you've probably been there before, I know I have. We're doing something we really enjoy, there's a certain level of skill to it, but we just almost, it's like time ceases to exist. We get so immersed in the activity, it's like we have blinders on, like the horses wear. And this is incredibly powerful for our mental health. It allows our brain and body a chance to rest, recharge, heal, recover, and it is even said that it can have antidepressant effects. Probably the best thing about hobbies is, for the most case, they're low to no cost. They're probably things you can do for little to no cost. There's no financial investment or very little. But what the investment is we need to invest time, and that's where things start to get a little sticky. We live in a busy, hustle bustle, overstimulated world, and a lot of times we're not making the time for these simple things that can have very profound effects on our mental health. So think about it. Happy farming.